Welcome back. It is Connor Palmera who took over behind the plate for David Verhel de Dios, who is due up, hitting in the number 9 spot in the batting order for Hawaii. It is Albert Roblez on the mound here for Long Beach State. Palmera, a 6-foot senior from Kahului out of Kamehameha, Maui. Hitting 167 here on the season, 7 for 42 with a double, 6 runs batted in. He has scored 3 times, half a dozen walks, and a dozen Ks. Roblez looking good in that last inning. Into the game in the 4th. Able to retire all 3 Hawaii hitters he faced. Jared Quant, Draven Nishida, and Kedron Kinsey. Kinsey going down on strikes. 0-1 the count quickly here to Palmera. That was a pretty nasty delivery there by Roblez. Swing and a miss for Palmera.
The ball breaks down, as I said, like a 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock rotation, but there's something about that spin that doesn't look like a curveball. It almost looks like a split finger.
Spikes that one for ball 1.
But I wasn't told that he throws one, so let's just say it was a very good curveball.
Roblez began his collegiate career at Riverside City College. A graduate of Valley View High School. Again, hailing from Moreno Valley, California, and this one lined down the left field line foul. Bottom of the 5th inning, 3-2 Long Beach State. Kanoa Leahy and Pal Eldridge coming to you from another sellout Saturday here at Les Murakami Stadium. It's the 6th sellout for Hawaii this season. It is one of the hottest tickets in town. For obvious reason, people love these rainbows. 22-6 overall. Off to their best start since 1992 this deep into the year. Hawaii 30-3 after last night's win in its last 33 home games, dating back to April 21st of last year. 2-2 pitch coming to Palmera. And he stays alive. This is coming your way, Coach.
Yeah. Fortunately, it's into the parking lot. See, what I'm afraid of those line drives. That's what, that's what scares me.
Well, let's try not to speak it into existence here.
I thought about bringing my glove.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
But I have a catcher's glove, and it's a donut type. It's a donut type, and you can't squeeze it. So it's the type real men used to use when they were catching.
Ah, got it. 3-2 coming. And he freezes him. Palmera thought it was ball 4. Instead, it's a called strike 3.
Yeah, it's a tough one to, again, it's close enough to swing at, but who knows? We cannot see the plate. It's one of the things about this, the turf, we cannot see the plate like we used to. Remember, you used to be able to see the white part of it? We're not able to see that here.
That's actually a really good point. I don't know if I've been as dialed into that as you. The fact that the plate is pretty disguised there from this center field camera angle.
You know, when you watch a major league game, and you see that rectangle.
Yeah,
I think that,
the K zone.
yeah, that is the one thing that is, I think it's pretty much screwed things up, to be honest with you.
I agree with you.
And everybody now can see whether it's a ball or a strike, and that's how all the grumbling starts, right?
Exactly.
You, with your naked eye, you cannot tell how, whether it's a ball width off the plate or not. You just can't. It happens too quickly.
Well, and everybody has the luxury of watching the game with that K zone, that square that's up there, except the umpire. And so it seems to be a situation that isn't ideal because all it does is result in, like you're saying, complaints about balls and strikes.
Yeah. Well, you know, they have that automatic strike zone. I don't know if they're using it this year, but they were last year in some A leagues. But if that ever happens, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, they do have the the quick review system that has been utilized here.
Luckily, it's quick. It's just a
it
matter
is
of
quick.
seconds.
But it does create, I think, having that graphic square on the screen allows people on TV and elsewhere to see where the strike zone's supposed to be, and it just creates an unfair standard, I think, especially from the vantage point of the umpires. 2-2, called strike 3.
And yeah, that's pretty much the same pitch that Palmara got called out on.
Third straight strikeout here for Albert Roblez. Jordan Donahue, he's 0 for 2. That one called for strike 1.
Well, the umpire is dialed into that pitch on that particular part of the plate.
Yeah, looks like a fairly high strike. But he has been calling it consistently here, it appears. Donahue swinging at one that was down in the zone. Oh, 0-2 pitch. There's the 1-2. Again, Roblez trying to pepper that upper portion of the zone. Donahue fights it off.
Well, if you're ahead of the count, I see no reason why you shouldn't do that because it's really tough to catch up to that pitch. A high fastball, very tough to hit. Especially with the way they keep hitting now with that launch ankle business.
Doesn't quite bend down. It was around the same area, though. Roblez trying to get that call again.
Yeah, that was a little bit up and out.
So here comes the 2-2. What's it going to be? Straight fastball high for ball 3. Donahue has been able to work it full. It has been amazing. We talked about it, how this guy was able to, off of that long stretch of rehab from the hamate fracture, able to get back into his swinging rhythm. Fights this one off. 2020 graduate of Damien Memorial School. Monarchs won the 2018 ILH and state titles. He was the 2018 Scoring Live Division II Player of the Year. Led the state in hits, runs, and stolen bases. Here's the 3-2. And that one curls in. Fourth straight strikeout for Roblez, and he got him frozen on all 3 strikeouts in this inning. Making ice statues out of the Rainbow batters. 3-2 after 5.